Right. So good. So we're looking at some steps towards successfully negotiating. Well, I wouldn't say in purchasing. I would say in maybe in procurement or supply chain management. All right. So one of the first things we need to look at is setting goals. We need to have goals, right? So when you're negotiating, you can have many goals. Your one goal might be to address your cost, your cost model, or to maybe to reduce the cost of the rates in a contract. You may want to address quality issues. You may just want to improve the relationship that exists currently, right? One of your goals as well might be to promote a long-term relationship, right? So setting negotiation goals are critical. Then we move on to organization and preparation, all right? So, let's look at preparation, for example. When we say preparation, we're talking about doing your due diligence and collecting all the relevant information, right? If you don't collect the relevant information, then you would fail later on in the negotiation, right? And yes, you need to be organized. You need to know which parties, who will be part of the negotiation, all right, and what their contribution might be, right? What might they be contributing in the negotiation, right? Entering the negotiation conversation. All right, entering the negotiation conversation. What might that be about? So the negotiation conversation, this is all about communication. What will be said, right? What is our ideal position? In other words, what is our ideal price? What is our realistic price? What is our fallback position? What is our bat now? We look at that in a while. In other words, what is our best alternative to negotiation, right? We need to iron out these issues. Analyzing phase of the negotiation. Analyzing. And let me just go one more step. Check this out. Negotiation phase, applying of negotiation strategies. So I'm going back. Analyzing phase of the negotiation. So you see in that binoculars there, right? This is where you need to, again, be very conscious of market factors. Be very conscious of the market factors that will affect the buyer's organization, your organization, as well as the supplier's organization, right? You need to look at you need to look at leverage, right? You need to analyze or determine what kind of leverage you're working with, all right, or what leverage your supplier has. Leverage meaning purchasing power or bargaining power. You with me on that? So negotiation phase. Applying of the negotiation strategy. So this is where the negotiation is basically happening, and then you roll out your strategy or your way forward. Right. So your negotiation strategy might be to address your cost issues first, and then maybe move into the quality variables. Or you may start with your quality concerns and then move into the cost issues. Right. So you're going in there with a plan. Conclusion of the negotiation. This is where you do a wrap up. When you conclude, you basically do a post-mortem, looking back and determining what could have been done better, or what you could have done to what were some of the missteps. But I should look at conclusion in a different way though. Conclusion of the negotiation, though, the actual negotiation, we should really be recapping what was agreed upon, right? Recapping the issues that we spoke about, recapping maybe what we have not agreed on yet, right? So these things that should really be part of your conclusion, all right? And post processing of the negotiation, I guess at that point you can do your post mortem, right? So there you go, though. Some important steps. If you ask me, this can be the steps in developing a negotiation strategy, right? Because if you're developing a negotiation strategy, you should definitely be setting your goals. You should be prepared, right? You should be analyzing the market, which is part of your preparation. You should know what to say and who will be saying what and when, all right? You should have a proper strategy that you'll be rolling out around the table, right? Which variables you'll be addressing first, all right? Or what are the variables you'll be discussing with the supplier or with your counterpart, right? At the end of it, you should be concluding, right? Conclusion is important. And then your post-processing of the negotiation. This, yes, seven steps, yes, all right, towards successful negotiation in supply chain management. But it is also a strategy, right? These steps can form part of your strategic plan towards negotiating successfully. All right, hope you got that.